Hello everyone, this is going to be a very strange unboxing video. So yesterday I did this unboxing of this stuff that I won off of eBay, all this BCB merch. And I won it for about $19.50, and the stuff that I got from it is pretty cool stuff, very exclusive, and definitely worth a lot more than $19.50. However, when I made that video, I was kind of under a time crunch. I had just gotten off work and I was going to go see a movie very shortly after, and I wanted to do the video and do my first reaction and eat dinner and make it out to the theater in time, because this is a theater where it's not reserved seating, it is first come first serve, even though I showed up pretty late anyway. But I wanted to make sure I had enough time, and I just rushed through the video, and I didn't really sit down to talk about everything individually as much as I might like to have done. We're going to be doing that. I'm going to be showing you the original video and my initial reaction to opening this stuff up, and then showing my current reaction to it, where I have a little bit more time to talk about things. So anyway, go ahead and enjoy. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a very impromptu video. I was not expecting this package to arrive today, and I'm under a little bit of a time crunch because there is a movie that I'm trying to catch. So we're going to take a look at the contents of this package. I'm very excited. I cannot wait to show you guys. Last week, there was a BCB fan that was giving away all their BCB stuff. In it was a very rare item that you can't get new anymore. Like, it's just gone. It was very limited time availability. Probably already know what it is if you keep up with BCB stuff, but we're gonna take a look at it right now. We have a whole bunch of other fun little things in this box here. I haven't even looked inside of it. But right out of the gate, we have this awesome looking poster here. It's got shinies on it. Very cool. It's so surreal having like a physical BCB thing. I'm so used to looking at it on my computer monitor or over my phone. So to actually have a real tangible BCB item is very surreal. Alrighty, so the first thing I showed off was this prismatic poster. You can kind of see there on the video, it's very shiny. Even if you go on the website, you kind of get a feel for how shiny this thing is. Let me get a little bit closer for you guys. This is one of the larger posters on the website. You have basically the entire cast on here, save a few characters. I know the OC characters were written out of the comic with the original poster, and this is the more updated version of that. And I could probably sit here and name off every single character. Do I really gotta show my street cred? I'm gonna show my street cred by pointing out every single character. I wanna make sure that I don't damage any of these items, because these are very rare. Some of these items that I'm gonna show you guys are like literally the only one that exists. So I gotta be careful. But we got Augustus up here in the corner. Got Jordan here, Katie, Stacy, David, Amaya, Sue, Paulo, Rachel. Putting my fingers all over the thing. I don't know why I'm doing that. Matt, Jessica, Madison, Daisy, Abby, Molly,
Jasmine,
Lucy, Yashi, Lily, Chirpy, Blur, Mike, Tess, and Sandy. This is just very beautifully done. I love the fireworks, I love the shininess to it, and I definitely need to hang this on my wall as soon as I can. I want to put it like right there, right when you walk in, this is what you see on my wall. Alright, I'm going to put some stuff up there behind too, so you guys can see when I'm doing videos. Though the camera's kind of lower down to the ground, so you might not see it too good. But I'll see it, I'll know it's there. And I'm glad that I have one now. We got this page from At Loose Ends. I can't remember the specific page number, but I'm very certain this is from At Loose Ends. I don't know what this is from. It's probably At Loose Ends. But yeah, this is an original watercolor page from the comic. That is like so cool. That is just the coolest thing ever. I'm already thinking of spots on my wall I can hang this stuff up. I'm very excited. An official watercolor page from the comic. wow. So if you guys know your BCB, you know that I actually said this was at loose ends. This is actually the second page from 10 Seconds to Midnight. This is an original watercolor page. Very beautifully done. It's so surreal to have this. I know I said it in the other video, but it is very surreal to have like an actual page from the comic. You can see it there on the TV behind me, and this is the actual page that is scanned from. This is one of the kind, the only one of this that exists. It's very beautifully done. Even though it has been several years, this page was done in 2012, so it's been over 10 years, and it is basically just as perfect and as beautiful as it was the day that it was done. This has a lot of great stuff going on. You got Abby here. They're talking about a little get-together party. You got Abby, you have his adopted father, Kevin, and you have Molly there, and they're playing a little bit of Connect 4. This is just a nice page to have, and this is definitely going on the wall. It's nice having like a piece of history there. Here we go. We have this little Ask Roseville High booklet. I am actually going to be getting the rest of the books. By the time you see this video, those will already have been ordered. I'm going to be getting another one of these, and I'll probably just give this one to my friend, and I'll be going into that a little bit more. But there's supposed to be exclusive questions and answers in this book that are not on the website, so I'm very excited to see what those are. The next thing on the list was the Ask Roseville High coffee table book. I consider this a coffee table book. This is a lot smaller than I was expecting, but that's okay. It's a nice, perfectly square book, and it's got this wonderful back here. And I actually did have an opportunity to sit down and read this last night, and there are a lot of very interesting questions. A lot of these questions are not featured on the website, and there's questions featured on the website that are not in this book. But they are separated into different sections. So you have a section about school, you can see there. You got a section about dating, crushes, and so on. I am going to be getting a brand new Ask Roseville High book because I am getting the rest of the collection. It's already been ordered. Here, there are a few pages that are slightly damaged. Right there, you can see that, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm not crying over it or anything. Cute little book. I wonder if this is like actually sold in shops somewhere. I feel like a book like this would probably, I don't know how well this would sell. You kind of have to know the comic for these questions to make sense and to kind of be funny. If you are a fan of BCB, this is just a nice thing to have around because it's got a lot of interesting things in here, and I won't show you what those things are because this is paid content, but it is definitely worth looking into if you enjoy the comic and you want a little bit more. And also beautiful watercolors. All of the images are watercolors, and that's all you're going to get out of me as far as seeing what's in this book. Here we have another lined page. You can still see the sketch lines on this one too. Oh wow, this is the original page too. That's back when Jasmine used the R word. It's gone from the official canon now. But this is a nice page. I love this chapter. Feline Filibuster is one of my favorites, and Jasmine x Paulo is one of the cutest ships. They had so much fun together. It's a shame that Paulo had to be stupid and try to get with Lucy, even though he had no chance. So the next thing I'm going to show you is probably maybe the most valuable thing in this collection. I don't know, I feel bad for calling it the most valuable because I think all this stuff is super valuable and super great. But what we have here is the original first page, the rough draft, maybe not a rough draft, but the original draft for the first page of Feline Filibuster, which is one of my personal favorite chapters in the comic. And you can tell it's the original one because Jasmine actually uses the R word here. Now I did promise somebody that I wouldn't feature the R word in any more of my videos, but hopefully they give this one a little bit of an exception because this is a massive piece of BCB history. I can't believe it. This is the original scanned page before I think it was colored. I think she scanned these pages in and then colored them on the computer. I'm not 100% sure how all the different styles were done. I know the watercolors were done on the page, and then I think later she might have started digitally doing the watercolors. But yeah, this is also one of my favorite BCB styles, one of my favorite chapters, and this is just a great page in general. It is very surreal to, once again, I keep saying that word surreal, but it is very surreal to be holding something like this. It is a coveted treasure, And I know a lot of people are very surprised and excited to see that it's still around and somebody has it. I'm going to have to make absolute certain that I take the utmost care of these 2 pages, this one and the larger one for 10 Seconds to Midnight, because these are important pieces of the comic, and this is the only one that exists. This is the original copy of the page, so I need to make sure I don't fuck it up. And here's another one of my favorite ships. This is kind of a crack pairing. Sandy x Augustus. If you guys have read Scarf and Bow Part 2, then you'll know all about me and this ship. And I also do have a solo story about these two, their adventures after the events of Scarf and Bow, called Cloak and Ribbon, but you guys won't be seeing anything about that until after the Candyverse of Chaos. This is a nice picture though. I actually really love this one. I have so many cats on my wall, it's crazy. So the next thing we have is this, I don't know if it was a drawstring request or what, but this is the Michael brand Sandy and Augustus image. I do actually ship these two together. If you guys want to know more about that, go ahead and read Scarf and Bow Part 2. And I do plan on writing a longer fic about these two together and their relationship and trials and tribulations. But this is just another beautiful watercolor piece. This is just something fun to put on your wall. There's a lot going on here. Of course, you have Augustus, who's kind of a fashionista. He's wearing that cloak and stuff. You got Sandy, who's the model, so of course she would be modeling for this brand. They're both white cats. Augustus does have a little black on him. I guess Sandy has black hair, but Augustus has the black ears and the black hands and stuff. And then you have the Michael brand down there. Of course, this is a reference to Sandy's nickname for Mike, and it is a fragrance. This is just a fun little image. I love it to death. I just absolutely would love to see a chapter about Sandy and Augustus going on a date or something. I don't know. I think that would be fun. Also awesome to have this. You can see behind me, it's on the Candy Boru, and this is the original image. So I think it's one of the things that makes it so cool and surreal, because it's stuff that I've seen so many times before. You see it online, and it doesn't even like click in your head that this is like an actual physical thing that really existed to be made, that had to be made first before it could be uploaded. And then you have the original version. It's like holding a piece of history or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm making too much of a big deal about BCB merch, but I just think it's really neat. I usually don't buy merch and stuff like this, so it's kind of a huge deal that I've done this. So here we have Door to Door. This is an exclusive physical BCI. Actually, oh, this is the one where Molly has the crush on Paulo. That's right. Very cute little BCI. Only 11 out of 250. That's Veronica's official signature right there on the back. Very cool. It's going on the shelf in a safe place. This here is a BCI exclusive physical edition of Door to Door. It looks like it's 11 out of 250. Now, I don't know if that means there was 250 of this specific BCI made or 250 in general. It also has Veronica's signature on the back, which is nice. For those of you who haven't read it, Door to Door is a BCI about Abby and Molly going and selling cookies, and the punchline at the end is that Molly has a crush on Paulo. That's kind of something that has been sprinkled throughout, like maybe non-canon stuff. I don't know, maybe this chapter, this BCI is canon. I know some of them are. This is still kept in very good quality. Oh, well, I'd say that and then the page falls out. I knew that the page wasn't stapled in when I got it, because that was like part of the online listing. Really cool to see a physical printed BCI. Though I am banned from the BCI, I guess in some ways I can still be a part of it with this physical one. I'm going to find somewhere to tuck this safely, probably going to be tucking it into one of the volume books. I don't really know what this is supposed to be. This is just a cute little art piece. I guess I could put it on my desk or something. I don't have a lot of desk space because of the monitor size. Yeah, cute little daisy piece right there. It's very nice. It's so surreal to have this stuff. I'm not even kidding. So the reason why I have the Ask Roseville high up in the background is that this is actually one of the answers from the Ask Roseville High book. This is actually an answer to the very first question, which I was kind of surprised by. I was actually confused about what this was really supposed to be. I'm like, it's Daisy holding a flower and then she's tripping on the track. Like, what's the deal with that? Upon reading the Ask Roseville High book last night, I realized that this is actually a answer. And it's just a cute little picture frame. It's got a thing on the back where you can just sort of put it right there on your desk. And it's nice. Daisy's nice. She looks very cute here. She has a nice little flower. Quite the artist indeed. But when it comes to athletics, she isn't too great. Except for that one page where she was running away from Paulo and she was doing quite a good job at that. Here are the items that are actually going to be going to my friend. I won't take them off the board just yet. But if you guys see these, you recognize that some of these are actually unavailable and you can't get them anymore. A lot of exclusive stuff in this package. But these are going to go to my friend because I promised that he could have them. So the next thing that I got with it, these are actually not going to go to me. These are going to go to a friend. I promised that they could have them. I don't really have anywhere I would put these, but here they are. The charms. Some of these charms you guys may recognize are no longer available. They were limited time edition charms, and these are very rare. Only a few exist out in the wild, and here are 3 of them. Like I said, these are going to my friend. I don't really care. I'm not super upset about it. I'm glad that I could get it for him. And Clarette's trying to escape from the packaging there. Of course, you have the Jasmine in the kimono. You have Molly doing Girl Scout stuff. And you have the Clarette, which of course Daisy cosplayed as. And I'll have to say, seeing the actual Clarette character, Daisy did a really good job at cosplaying her. Absolutely spot on. So good job to Daisy for that excellent cosplay, and good job to Teshi for coming up with such wonderful merchandise, such wonderful little charms to go on your backpack or something, I don't know. And here is the actual reason that I bought. I didn't know that the rest of this stuff was going to come with it when I decided to buy it. This is the actual reason I got it, because I always wanted to get all the books, but it always bothered me that Volume 4 was always just going to be a digital version. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 on the shelf and no 4. That would drive me up a wall. So when I saw that someone was giving out their Volume 4 book, of course I had to jump on that opportunity. This is the limited edition. You can see the sticker right there. There is no way to get this book anymore. I believe all of the versions of this book are bought up by people. I don't think there's any new ones out in the wild. There was one on Amazon, but I helped somebody buy that one recently. That's how you guys got that Paulo X Sue comic. It's so weird having a physical book in my hand. Like, there's supposed to be exclusive chapters and everything in here. Oh wow, it's even got Critical Hit. That's like one of my favorite chapters. It's the biggest Paulo X Sue chapter in the whole comic. Scratch and Sniff. I don't know if I want to do that. Jeez. There's like a Jasmine chapter in here. I'm gonna have to sit down and read this when I have the time. Like, I still gotta make food, and I gotta go to the theater. But I am very excited to have this, and I look forward to getting the rest of the books when I can, which will be as soon as possible. Yeah, this is some cool stuff. We got a nice haul. We got the play chapter in here. Volume 4 was a good volume. I'll say that. Wait. No shot. No shot. Is this... Oh, damn. Almost Apollo X Sue chapter. It was so close. We were on the verge of greatness. Anyway, I'm gonna stop looking through this. This is great. This is probably the happiest I've been in quite a few weeks. And of course, here we are at the final thing. The reason that I actually bought this entire thing. I've gone through this in the video, I'm sure. But the physical Volume 4 book, these are no longer produced. This is a very rare item indeed. And the fact that I only got this for $19.50, even though it says $39 on the back, is a huge steal. And this was actually not having the physical volume book was what was kind of holding me back from getting the entire collection, because it would have bothered me to... I explained this all in the video. I haven't had the opportunity to really do a deep dive in this, but I have noticed some fun little tidbits in there. We got a little Scratch and Sniff on the back, And we have some Paulo and Sue stuff. We got a little Jasmine chapter going on. It's just very pretty, very nice, very pristine. This was taken care of very well. It's just good to have. It's good to hold. This is a nice book. The hardcover is great. The back is great. The little sticker, everything about this is great. And I can't wait to get the rest of them to put them on my shelf. That is all I've got to say about that. Anyway, thank you guys for checking this video out. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all when I get the rest of the books. This is very awesome, very exciting. Okay, you guys have a great day. So, thank you guys for checking this video out. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all next time. I don't even know what video I'm going to upload, but you guys might get 3 videos this week, who knows. Okay, check you guys out later.